Welcome to Blazing Baseballs, Wednesday, September 25th, 2024, where we blaze through today's baseball topics, and we are Astros, Yankees, and Marlins fans. Yes. And so live right now, we've got the Cubs at the Phillies on, and the Phillies are winning 3-zip right now. And yesterday, Tigers beat the Rays 2-1. Brewers beat the Pirates 7-2. Guards beat the Reds 6-1. Cubs beat the Phillies 10-4. Royals beat the Nats 1-zip. Birds beat the Yanks 5-3. Bums beat the Blue Jays 6-5. Braves beat the Mets 5-1. White Sox beat the Angels 3-2. Marlins beat the Twins 4-1. Stros clinched the division with a win 4-3 over the Mariners.
Good win.
Yep.
Good clinch.
Yep. Cards beat the Rockies 7-3. A's beat the Rangers 5-4. Giants beat the D-backs 11-zip, and the Padres beat the Dodgers 4-2. And then already today, the Mariners beat the Stros 8-1. Doesn't matter. And then also live now, we got the Rays at Tigers, Reds at Guards, Brewers at Pirates, and the Royals at Nats. That game, it does matter for the Mariners. They stay alive with that win.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, staying. And then later today, we got the Birds at Yanks, the Bums at Blue Jays, the Marlins at Twins, the Angels at White Sox, the Cards at Rockies, the Rangers at A's, the Giants at D-backs, and the Padres at Dodgers.
Okay, the Yanks lost last night in New York, South Bronx, 5-3 to the Baltimore Orioles. Yankees had 7 hits and the Orioles had 8 hits, and they get the win. Kremer, he gets the win. He's 8-10 on the season for the Birds with a 4.10 earned run average. And Schmidt gets the loss for the Yankees. He's 5-5 on the season with a 2.55 earned run average. Dominguez got the 11th save of the season for the Birds, and he's got an ERA of 4.25. Baltimore is now 87-70, second place in the AL East, and the Yankees are 92-65, first place in the AL East still. 5 games left. So the Yanks had 7 hits, but they did have 2 doubles by Rizzo and Torres, and then Judgy had his 56th home run of the season in the 4th inning.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but it's not enough to get the win. Schmidt pitched 5 1/3 innings for the Yanks. He gave up 4 hits and 3 earned runs. And then Miza came in, Leader, Hamilton, and Canal, but it was too late. The Yankees lost the game 5-3 in Florida, in front of 41,119 fans at Yankee Stadium. But they're going to play again tonight. Before we get into that, let's talk about the Astros winning and clinching the division last night against the Mariners at home at Minute Maid Park 4-3. Valdez gets the win. He's 15-7 on the season with a 2.91 ERA. He is the ace of the Astros. And the Mariners had 9 hits and the Astros had 6 hits, but Bregman had a home run, Tucker had a home run, and Hayward had a home run. So 3 homers wins the game for the Astros, even though they only had 6 hits. 3 of them were homers. Gilbert got the loss for Seattle. He's 8-12 on the season with a 3.33 earned run average, and Hader gets his 34th save for the Stros. He's got a 3.60 ERA. So Valdez went 5 2/3 innings. He gave up 8 hits and 3 earned runs, and he had 4 strikeouts. He did give up a home run. And Abreu came in, Presley and Hader shut him down. Hader gets the save in front of 38,195 fans at Minute Maid Park, where the Astros clinch last night. But today, they took a beating 8-1. Astros only had 4 hits. Seattle had 8 hits, and Kirby got the win for Seattle, where they stay alive in the AL West. Kirby is 14-11 on the season for Seattle. He's got a 3.53 ERA, and Kikuchi got the loss for the Stros. He's 9-10 on the season with a 4.05 ERA. There was 1 extra base hit by Singleton, who had a double for the Astros. That was it. Kikuchi went 6 innings. He gave up 4 hits and 2 earned runs, and he had 8 strikeouts. But they get the loss in front of 32,212 fans at Minute Maid Park this afternoon.
Yeah, and so it's a bummer for the Yanks that Nestor Cortez is on the 15-day IL now.
The Yankees don't have 3 aces now.
Yeah, and
not good. He was pitching well.
Yeah, he has been having elbow issues going back to 2022. He was placed in the IL there. And
he says he won 174 innings this year.
Yeah.
So he's got a tired arm, it looks like.
According to the New York Post. On the bright side, it does say at the end, Poteet, sorry for mispronouncing any names of this podcast, had been solid in 4 spot starts for the Yankees earlier this season before landing on the IL in June with a triceps strain. He was activated off the 60-day IL last week at the end of his 30-day rehab assignment and optioned to AAA, where he had built up to 72 pitches last Tuesday.
Okay, they're going to get him up.
Yep.
Well, 5 games left in the season. That's it. We'll go over the standings, but some teams gotta win them.
Oh yeah,
get the wild card.
Yep. And so we got pitching for the Birds is Eflin with a 3.53 ERA. Pitching for the Yanks is Stroman with a 4.04 ERA. Up first for the Yanks is Torres at second base, batting .257. Then Soto at right field, batting .286. Then Judge at center field, batting .323.
Judgy.
Then Wells at catcher, batting .236. Then Stanton at DH, batting .233. Then Chisholm at third base, batting .255. Then, excuse me.
Good one. Dominguez, the kid.
Yep. At left field, batting .195. Then Rizzo at first base, batting .220. Then Volpe at shortstop, batting .248.
Yep, they're playing the kid Dominguez.
Yep. Up first for the Birds is Henderson at shortstop, batting .282. Then Westberg at second base, batting .270. Then Santander at right field, batting .235. Then Cowser at left field, batting .244. Then Mountcastle at first base, batting .267. Then O'Hearn at DH, batting .261. Then Urias at third base, batting .252. Then Mullins at center field, batting .226. Then McCann at catcher, batting .227.
Let's see where we're at on the standings tonight.
Yeah, and before we do that, there's a very interesting article by Bleacher Report. The title is MLB's Not-So-Secret Crisis Has Been Exposed by White Sox Historically Bad Season. It's by Zachary D. Reimer. And it can really be summed up all in the end here.
Yeah.
The last sentences. And so fans faced with bad ownership will continue to have the only 2 options they've ever had: stop watching or keep watching and hope not to see 120 losses.
Well, there it is.
And it's basically, it talks about just bad ownership, and it talks about the White Sox owner not caring about winning and just only caring about the money.
That's a shame.
That's a shame.
Well,
And the Astros were like that with their previous owner, but with the new one, they got that fixed.
Yeah.
So it is an issue sometimes for some organizations.
The Astros always made money.
Yeah.
The Astros are a money-making machine.
Yeah.
They make more money than the other teams. They have
even when they were terrible.
Even when they were terrible.
Mm-hmm.
No, they knew how to make money.
Yeah.
They just played the kids from the farm team. But the fans loved it. The fans kept coming, and eventually those kids grew up to be great baseball players like Altuve, and they won the World Series. So there you go.
Yep.
It happened. Jim Crane.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
And then, so it's just better with new ownership.
Oh, for sure.
For the Astros.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Big turnaround.
It's going to be interesting to see who wins the pennant, Mr. Colby.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to happen. I think the Yankees are going to play the Astros again. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Right. Then we would have achieved what we called for at the beginning of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Winning the division, playing for the pennant.
Yeah. Oh, it was Drayton McLean Jr. was before Jim Crane.
Okay.
And so then, yeah, the Astros
till
sucked
2011, yeah.
when he was the owner.
Yeah,
And then
2011.
they really, it was incredible that they were, making like the most money
Yep.
out of any organization, and they
Yep.
sucked.
Yep.
And that's kind of feels like what the White Sox are doing.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a small payroll back then. But, the strategy to bring up the farm players is a great strategy.
That's the key.
That's the key to
The-
bringing in the youth,
youth
and,
is the-
and keeping
the
the
future.
salary base lower.
Yep.
And Astros did a good job doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. And,
Of course, the Mets didn't. Mets payroll is $303 million.
The Mets overpay all the time.
Yeah. Well, the Yankees are second. They're 303. Oof, a lot of money up at the top.
Yeah, and the Yankees don't have a Bobby Bonilla contract they have to pay too.
Yeah, right. After the fact, the Orioles are the price performer because they have a $94 million payroll, and they're going to make the wild card.
That's what it looks like. Yes.
Yep. Well, let's see what happens tonight.
Oh, actually,
Yanks.
they did clinch a spot.
Okay, they got a wild.
Birds.
Here it is, right
They
here.
at least did.
Oh,
clinch
there
a
it
wild
is.
card.
They got the X.
Yeah, and also the Padres.
And the
Also
Padres,
clinched
they got
the
one.
wild
So there's
card,
two
too, at least.
more wild card positions for each league.
Yep.
National and American.
Yes. So the AL leaders are the Yanks, the Guards, and the Astros. If the season ended today, the wild card would go to the Birds, the Tigers, and the Royals.
And Minnesota is 2 games back, as well as the Mariners. That's what they're fighting for, that last wild card slot.
Yep.
They're going to be trying to win tonight.
Yep. Cubs are now winning 4-0.
Okay.
And now the NL leaders are the Dodgers, Phillies, and Brewers. If the season ended today, the wild cards would go to the Padres, Mets, and D-backs.
Okay, and then the Braves are a half a game back behind the D-backs. So they're fighting it out right now. These last 5 games are super important for those 2 clubs.
Yep.
And the Mets, too, because the Mets are only up by a half.
Yep.
Anybody can win that in the National League wild card, the last 2 slots.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep, any one of those 3 teams.
Yep.
So we got some playoff baseball kind of cooking up.
Yep.
And I'm not sure if there's any head on. We got the Padres and the Dodgers tonight.
Okay. That's a good
They're
game.
fighting it out
Oh, they're definitely
for the
fighting.
division. So that's playoff baseball.
There you go. Yep. Well, let's see. The Dodgers are 93-64, and the Padres are 91-66. But there's 5 games left. So if you won the 5 games in a row, you could make a switch.
Yep.
You could get in there.
That's what the Padres are hoping for.
Yep.
To beat the Dodgers.
Yep.
And is there any other baseball topics you want to go over today?
Win tonight, Yankees. Let's keep going. Let's get to the pennant.
Yep. And we'll catch y'all here on Blazing Balls in a minute, blazing through today's other sports ball topics. Peace.